What's up, YouTube? Just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown. I had a little problem where my belt tensioner bolt stripped, and I tried using a longer bolt, but that hole there right there is actually pretty shallow. So it worked for about a good like 2 to 3 weeks, and then as I'm driving, the engine just turned off, which was kind of, I figured out it was the belt tensioner. So I was looking on the forums. Everyone was talking about doing a Healy coil. What can you do? This is just to save you guys time because I've been running around the whole day. This job honestly should take you less than like 30 minutes. If after, you remove all of the timing belt component covers. There's only a couple things you guys are honestly going to need. I'm going to pull out the receipt. You can go to any Home Depot. Pick yourself up a 7/16 by 14 thread. The one I picked up specifically was 1.5 inches long. That one will actually fit perfectly, so you guys don't need to do any cutting. I picked up a 7/16 washer just to keep that OEM feel. After that, you're gonna need a right angle drill. You can do pneumatic, you can do air, you can do whatever you want. If you already have an air compressor, this thing right here only cost me 30 bucks. Now, this is where it kind of gets a little bit tricky. You're gonna need a 25/64 drill bit. However, with the size of this drill bit, most of them are actually gonna be pretty long. So what I ended up having to do is having to cut the drill bit just ever so slightly, where I can literally just barely fit this drill bit and this right angle drill, so I can make sure that that hole is straight. You need to make sure that that hole is straight. The biggest problem you're gonna have is that you can't get a conventional drill in here. If you can, bravo to you. Please send me a link to your video. After that, the tools are really cheap. They're actually free. Go to any of your AutoZone parts store. It's about $110 deposit from what I remember, or 90 bucks, but they're gonna give you a whole thread restore kit. And this one right here does come with a 7/16 by 14 thread. After that, all you're gonna wanna do is slip it in there after you drill your hole. Now, it's not gonna wanna catch. You're gonna wanna place it in where it can hold it. Grab yourself a hammer, and then hammer it in. All right? Don't forget your cutting fluid or any lubricating fluid, just to make sure you get yourself some nice threads. After this, all you're gonna wanna do is make yourself a brand new thread. Now, why does the 7/16 work so well? Because we're metric. From what I seen, I was gonna go up to I think M14 or M12. Problem is that your belt tensioner actually needs to be able to glide up and down. And if your bolt cannot fit through that hole, you're not gonna be able to adjust your tensioner. The 7/16 was the perfect fit that I found for the belt tensioner. That's an upsize from from the OE standard. So I hope this helps you guys. Again, all you literally need to do, what was this? 7/16, not metric, standard 7/16 bolt by 14, 1.5 inches long, a washer, a right angle drill, guys. Again, you're not gonna be able to fit a conventional drill in here. A 25 by 64 drill bit that will need to be modified, so you will need to cut it to make it literally fit in this tight area. Trust me, guys, this little bit right here is a lot cheaper than what you're gonna charge to have somebody else do it. And you'll still be able to use it, it'll just be shorter. Tap it, put your new belt in, get your timing together, and you're good to go. Hopefully this helps some of you guys. Again, I'll put the list down in the description of what you'll need. If you have an air compressor, perfect. If you don't, well, you can always go electric. It is just a little bit more costly. All in all, as long as you're willing to do the labor, you get yourself a nice right angle drill for 100 bucks, and then boom, you have that forever. Hopefully this helps some of y'all. If you guys have any questions, I'll have the comments open. Again, hopefully this helps somebody. This is how I did it, and it's probably gonna hold more torque than what the OEM does.